All right, mic check 1 2 1 2. We should be live. Let me double check, make sure everything's good here. Watching Smackdown tonight, so should be a fun time. We invite everybody to come hang out, talk some wrestling, talk about what's been going on. Elimination Chamber on Sunday, Raw last night, very interesting. A lot of things to talk about from Raw last night. But tonight we're watching Smackdown as we get rolling here. As that intro, man, it gets me every time. I don't know, I like that new intro they got. I love it. So, my light's not working too well, so but we're live from New Orleans tonight. I think I know one person that went. We got Shane O'Mac coming out now. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to turn down the music. All right, let me make sure the chat here is... okay, chat should be good, so join us in the chat. We're talking Smackdown Live. I hope that... I mean, the light's not too bright. My batteries are dying on my light, but... You know, it is what it is, so come hang out with us. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, and our Periscope. We got our Periscope working, so as they show a little video from the WWE Championship match back at Elimination Chamber 2 nights ago, of course, Daniel Bryan retaining. Kofi Kingston putting on a really good performance, and that's been the talk of today, is that Kofi Kingston apparently is not a part of the WWE Championship talks as far as an opponent for Daniel Bryan for WrestleMania. So, certainly, you'd like to, it would be nice to have Kofi in there. I wouldn't, but I don't know. I love me some Kofi. Always been a big fan of Kofi, and I think they'd put on one heck of a main event. But if Kofi were to somehow go win the WWE Championship, I don't think they would. It just wouldn't let him run with it, I guess. I don't know. That would be my fear. I wouldn't mind seeing him run with it to see what would happen, but we'll see. As they're showing of course, Kofi and Daniel Bryan were the final two in the Elimination Chamber on Sunday. And I do apologize if I sound a little stuffed up tonight. The weather around here is, I don't know, it's about as bipolar as it's ever been, or at least as far as I can remember. I think it's the third round of hot and cold, and it's currently cold, and it's the third time it's gone from hot to cold probably in the last 2 to 3 weeks, so my body's starting to feel it, I guess. I may sound it, so I do apologize. I'm going to try and sound as normal as I can tonight. So for anybody watching us on Periscope, Twitch, on YouTube that hasn't liked our Facebook page, go like us on Facebook if you have one. The Average Marks, should find us on Facebook. I am Patrick Fry, by the way. I have not introduced myself tonight. I am with the Average Marks Pro Wrestling Podcast, as we we decided to start doing some live streams, reactions to SmackDown and Raw. I think what we're going to do is do the Raw and SmackDown before and after pay-per-views. We streamed last night. For those of you who joined us on Facebook Live, we were actually at the SmackDown house show in Lake Charles last night. SmackDown tonight, six-man tag team match for, I guess, main event here. You got Jeff Hardy, Kofi Kingston, AJ Styles taking on Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, and Samoa Joe. So, all right, we're going to get Shane McMahon here. See what Shane O'Mac has to say in New Orleans. Crowd's a little better than last night. Boy, that crowd last night in Lafayette, man, they took a beating on Twitter.
Thank you for that. What's up, New Orleans?
Got it Periscope working and shared on social media. I remember, Mikey, we rolling tonight, baby.
See what an amazing main event we have for you guys here tonight. Also, how impressive was the debut of Johnny Gargano?
Very impressive, very impressive.
Ciampa, Aleister Black.
Oh, we're going to get them tonight on SmackDown?
Of course, Ricochet.
Yeah. Make some noise, people.
So much, the guys from NXT
New Orleans is a little better.
on Raw on their debut last night, that they're going to be here tonight on SmackDown Live.
Hell yeah. NXT guys on SmackDown tonight. That's what I'm talking about. I was hoping this would happen, so.
Awesome.
Oh, here comes The Miz. All right. Making sure my camera's centered here a little bit. There we go. I feel like it may not have been. All right. Here comes The Miz.
Shane, I apologize for interrupting. I
I couldn't wait any longer. I haven't slept in 2 days. I really have to get something off my chest. Look, nearly 48 hours ago, at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view,
Mikey O, can you hear the audio from the show
I lost
pretty well on the stream?
the SmackDown
Or do I need to
Tag
turn it
Team
up?
titles. That, for me, is 48 sleepless hours. No matter where I go, no matter what I
He had
do,
48 sleepless hours because he has a pregnant wife and another baby.
It's because you,
That might be
Shane,
why.
Shane, you took a chance on me being your partner. You took that chance, and trust me, I know my reputation around here. So I know why you were hesitant, but you still took that risk. And you did it because I made a passionate plea. But I've got to be honest with you, I've got a confession to make. Shane, I used you.
Can you hear it better now, Mikey O? A little better?
Because I knew you could relate to the way I feel about my dad and me wanting him to be proud of me. It is everything I live for. And I know you feel the same way about your dad. You know,
Once again, welcome everybody to the SmackDown live reaction stream via the Average Marks Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm Patrick Fry, one half of that podcast. Mikey O's in the chat here as we watch SmackDown.
you know, when I fell injured at the Best in the World tournament, you selflessly stepped in and won the Best in the World tournament. And then when I wanted to be a tag team, you revealed that it was your dream to be tag team champions. And I've always prided myself whenever I win a championship, I do whatever it takes to make it the most prestigious and relevant title in all the WWE.
He does. I have to agree with that.
And this time, we did it together. And then 2 days later, after winning those titles, we stood right here in this ring on SmackDown, and you surprised me by bringing out my dad.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I got to admit, that was really cool of Shane O'Mac to do.
As my dad walked out, as the fans chanted, "Mr. Miz,"
That's an Abita root beer. Just a regular root beer. It's not
my
alcoholic.
dad said that he was proud of me.
No beer on
That
a
he loved
weeknight.
me.
Got work tomorrow.
And that was the first time that I have ever in my life heard him say that.
I don't know if he's kayfabing this or shooting it or what.
And that was the best moment of my career and one of the greatest moments of my life. And it was because of you. So thank you.
Yeah, you're talking about not your father's root beer.
then
Yeah, it
2
is really
days
good. I
ago,
actually have one of those in my refrigerator that
In
I
our
haven't
first title defense,
drank
I
yet. I'm
let
about to get to
you
that
down.
soon.
And I am so sorry. Now, I can't change the past, but I can control the future. And I know there's no more automatic rematch clause, but you're Shane McMahon.
He is Shane McMahon.
And if there is anyone that can make a rematch with the best tag team in the world and the Usos, it is you, Shane.
I think Shane needs a break.
Listen to the crowd. They want it. I want it. You know you want it.
If I'm being honest, I don't really want it.
Rematch.
Here comes the Usos, the new tag champs. We seen them last night in Lake Charles. They defeated the New Day. Oh, hold on. I guess they're going to talk quickly here.
Whoa.
Where's that Peter Griffin meme? Whoa, 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 whoa. Jimmy's drunk, about to square up with somebody in New Orleans.
From the sounds of it, Oos, it sounds like the WWE Universe want a rematch between Shane O'Mac and The Miz versus the brand new WWE Smackdown Live Tag Team Champions.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course.
But this is what we know. There's no automatic rematch clause for the tag team titles with Shane. Oos, if you could just forgive your partner, The Miz, just forgive him. Oos, dig down deep in your heart and forgive him. Sometimes it's hard for me to forgive him, but look, dig down deep, Shane, and we'll give you one more opportunity, Oos, to call you guys the best tag team in the world.
Hey, but Shane O'Mac, there's only one reason why you don't want this rematch, Oos. Let's keep it real. Your boy
I've been to
Miz,
prison, baby. That's why.
he's a joke. Hey, look, these is facts. Your boy Miz is a joke. Your boy Miz, a loser.
Facts.
Your boy Miz, a failure.
All F's.
Your boy Miz, a fraud. Hey, he's a wannabe A-lister with C-list skills, Oos. I got more skills than him. Hey, Shane, think about that. I mean, ask him. Apparently, he is.
A crybaby. He said it. Hey, Shane, that's what I'm saying, Oos. You need to find yourself another worthy partner.
Yes,
Because this one
I
ain't
agree.
cutting it.
Usos are going
Get you
in on
another
Miz right
partner,
now.
Oos, That no time disrespect. You do not disrespect my partner like that. You dig?
Oh, Shane dropping, you dig?
Usos have succeeded in goading Shane.
The rematch is on.
Okay, so Shane can't do that, I guess.
And it's happening in your hometown at Fastlane in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, the New Orleans fans wanted it. New Orleans wanted it.
That's right. It's the Usos and the Cobras, the best tag team in the world. And we're taking back our SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And that is awesome. Miz
has got to be thrilled. This is
Okay, so there you have it. The Usos versus the best tag team in the world at Fastlane, which is in Cleveland, which is the Miz's hometown. So there you go. Take that for what it's worth. Let's see. So we're going to have the NXT guys on SmackDown tonight. I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see what happens here. Might go to a commercial, maybe. Oh, well, now here we go. I think it's Aleister Black here. We're getting Aleister Black here early. Yep. I might, put the volume up a little bit for Aleister's banger of a theme here. So we get Aleister Black here. Let's do it. Yep. You heard it. I'm getting all four of them boys tonight. Mikey, if you love Miz's music, you gotta love this music. So this is because they still have the NXT name bars by their name. So I don't think these are official call-ups. These are just, let's get them out there, which is a good idea apparently because nobody probably knew who the hell these guys were in Lafayette last night. So I was marking out in Lake Charles last night knowing these guys were on Raw. I wasn't even there. Thanks everybody watching on YouTube, Periscope, Twitch. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Periscope, follow us on Twitch. Go to our Facebook, The Average Marks. Castbox is where you can find our audio episodes as we are live streaming our reaction to SmackDown Live tonight. Thanks to everybody watching. Really appreciate it. Feel free to donate to the stream as we get ready to go to a commercial break here. So who I didn't even hear who Aleister Black was facing. So we're gonna find out, I guess, that here in a matter of minutes. So, but yeah, go follow us on. Let's see, Facebook. So many social medias out there. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Periscope. Follow, subscribe, whatever the task is that you have to do on whatever specific platform. We got Periscope working, so hopefully we can get some range out of that. That would be really good. So, I mean, what did everybody think of Elimination Chamber? Maybe what did everybody think of Raw last night? I haven't been able to watch it. I was at the Smackdown house show last night. Let us know. Let's get this chat lit up. Mikey O's lighting it up right now. Mikey O is putting the chat on his back right now. Let's see. So we got Aleister Black. I did hear that, speaking of Aleister Black, he is either dating or engaged to Zelina Vega. What a lucky man he is. And apparently, Zelina Vega was too good to stay in Lake Charles last night or Sunday night after Elimination Chamber. She drove all the way to New Orleans, then drove back to Lake Charles, apparently. That's what Bryce Boudreaux or somebody, that's what Mikey O told me. Mikey O, you told me that. Bryce told you that because Bryce works at a hotel here, and some of the stars were staying at. And apparently, Zelina Vega did not want to stay in Lake Charles, Louisiana, so she drove to New Orleans Sunday night, then drove back to Lake Charles for the Monday show. Now back in New Orleans, probably, of course, obviously SmackDown's there tonight. Mikey, if Lafayette didn't know these dudes, then they can't call themselves wrestling fans. I mean, come on, NXT is one of the hottest promotions in the world. Yeah, obviously. But you know what? A town like Lafayette, and I'm not trying to hate on Lafayette or anything. I love Lafayette, but a town like Lafayette, when wrestling comes to town, it's not a lot of those hardcore fans. Like the majority, like if he would have come out, obviously he came out of the Royal Rumble, got a huge pop. A lot of hardcore wrestling fans that knew who he was. Whereas in Lafayette, a lot of the kids, families, not the hardcore wrestling fans in Lafayette. I mean, there are some hardcore wrestling fans in Lafayette, don't get me wrong, and around this area. But as far as, expecting, over half of that crowd was just families, kids, casual fans that maybe watch Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. That probably don't even have the network. So, certainly, that could have been it. I don't know. And then I've heard some people say it was loud inside the Cajun Dome, or at least it seemed loud in the Cajun Dome. I mean, probably what you hear in the Cajun Dome obviously could be a lot different than what you hear on TV because they can probably, I guarantee you, WWE can control the sound of the audience or how loud the audience is on their broadcast. But you would think, though, from that perspective that WWE would want the crowd to sound a lot louder. But then again, I don't know. So, I don't know. But I did hear that, Suits. Who's that girl in Suits? She's looking nice. And then speaking of nice, here's the Bella twins on, I guess, Total Bellas. Good Lord. Nikki's got the girls out. Tell you what. As we're back live. So, Fighting With My Family, by the way, in theaters this Friday. I've been hearing a lot of good things about that movie. Maybe I'll go check it out. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't been to the movies in a long time. The last movie I went to see was the Han Solo movie that came out back in May. Puppies. No, that's some big old puppies. I tell you what, Nikki Bella, she had them out in that promo for Total Bellas. She was kissing on some dude that wasn't John Cena, though, so. Now they got a little video package for Aleister Black. Yeah, so my opinion on this right now as far as the NXT guys being here, talk about a random time to bring them up because I don't think these are official call-ups. Maybe they're just going to get you familiar with them, and they may get called up after WrestleMania. Maybe. I don't even know because 2 of the 4 that are going to be here tonight are champions, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, and they worked as a tag team last night. Of course, they're DIY. That's basically what they are. All right, so we got Aleister Black in the ring. We're awaiting his opponent. And I don't know who it is. Oh, and Andrade Cien Almas. Oh, boy, conflict of interest already. I love it. His girl is in Andrade's corner. Here we go. Zelina Vegas. Hotter than donut grease. Cruz Smith confirmed that last night in Lake Charles. All right, so Turnbuckle Talk. Thanks for hanging out and joining the chat. After Mania call-ups, they are testing the workers and the crowds to see reactions, I think. And, okay, Mikey, they're trying to get them main roster time, so when superstars start dropping off to AEW, then they hit the ground running. Well, let me mention what Turnbuckle Talk said there. You know, and it sucks that the crowd last night did not react to them, because then backstage you're thinking, oh, wow, okay, Aleister Black, they're not reacting to this guy. So, and it was really, in my opinion, it was a poor decision to bring these guys out in Lafayette, Louisiana. And then New Orleans is a little bit better. You know, obviously New Orleans is the biggest city in Louisiana, and it's a big, you know, it's just, I feel like there's a lot of hardcore wrestling fans in that area. But, I think I see somebody I recognized. I think that's her. I don't know. I think her name's Kaylin Richard. And when they showed that shot of Aleister Black, I think I recognized her. It's a little blurry back there, but as Aleister and Andrade, boy, I tell you what, this is a pay-per-view quality matchup right here. These two dudes can definitely get the crowd going, I think. If these two dudes can't get the crowd going, then it's the crowd. Screw New Orleans. Well, I don't know. New Orleans might, the crowd might be a little bit better. Let me turn it up just a little bit here. I don't want to turn it up too much because I don't want, to be drowned out by Cole. Todd Phillips, Graves, and Saxton. But, I kind of want to see if we can get the crowd's reaction here. But it's, it's a slow-paced start of the match. So certainly not going to be nothing crazy right now. But they're, moving around pretty quick and looking pretty good. Saw Andrade last night. Turnbuckle Talk. Hopefully an NXT quality pay-per-view match here and not a main roster quality match. Now, there's Ciampa and Gargano. They're watching from the back. So, of course, Gargano and Andrade, they had the match of the year in NXT easily last year. So, also, thing to note, EC3 did work the SmackDown house show last night. So, I don't know if that's saying he's maybe be on SmackDown. Because he wasn't on Raw, obviously, but, they had did they have, I don't know, I didn't watch Raw last night. Did they have any of the other initial NXT call-ups from when they were going to shake things up a couple months ago show up last night on Raw? I thought maybe Heavy Machinery would be there. Maybe Lacey Evans. Brink, don't get your hopes up. Well, Brink's in the chat. Thanks, Brink, for coming hanging out. Turnbuckle Talk. By the way, this is Carl. Carl, I don't even know how to say your last name. Carafel? We'll just call you Carl. So thanks, Carl, for hanging out with us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, or our Twitch, or our Periscope, or all three. But Brink, I know you love you some Aleister Black. Aleister Black. It's Aleister Black and Andrade one-on-one right now, and looking good so far. Now, Brink, I don't know what you were talking about when Don't get your hopes up. I don't know what you were referring to, I guess.
Wake up where the action is. Stay at a Universal hotel with 3 epic theme parks outside your door. And now,
As we're in a commercial, but it's that commercial where they still show the match on the side. So I'm watching the match. Just another little back and forth. Ooh, a little knee to the midsection of Andrade. Carl's comment above it. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm glad we could, help you out. I guess kill some time while you're working there, Carl. So let you know what's going on. Aleister and Andrade one-on-one right now. Am I watching SmackDown or am I watching NXT? What's going on here? This is kind of wild in a way. I really wish I would have been in Raw last night just to see those NXT guys show up. But they almost of course, I don't know. It's to the point where I hate when people get called up. Yeah, I know, right? And I always wonder. I'd love to ask, some of these, of course, we were interacting with some of the superstars yesterday at WWE Lake Charles. I almost wanted to, if I got a chance to ask, why do you think, especially the people who came from NXT, why do you think other NXT call-ups, don't, succeed on the main roster? They're hot as a firecracker on NXT. They get to the main roster, but, You know, its management is misusing some of them, obviously. But then again, the crowds, and at the same time, it's the crowd not reacting. You know, like there wasn't Lafayette. That's part of the reason why some of these NXT call-ups don't succeed, because crowds like the ones in Lafayette don't react to them. And at the end of the day, hearing crickets is worse than hearing actual boos. You know, if they would have, hypothetically, they boo all 4 guys out of the arena, then that's a good thing, because at least they're getting a reaction. Getting no reaction like what we got in Lafayette last night, apparently, and I still haven't watched it yet, so I need to go check it out. But apparently, you know, getting no reaction is the worst thing that could happen to you as a professional wrestler, certainly. So, Alistair and Andrade go to the outside. Andrade going for the pin, but they're still in a commercial. That's a near fall. But Gargano and Ciampa watching. Lafayette is a casual fan base. Casual fans don't know about NXT. As cool as it was to say those 4 guys debuted in Lafayette, I wish they would have debuted at a better city like Chicago. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, definitely would have. And that's what I was kind of saying earlier before you hopped in here. Like, Lafayette, you know, over half of that crowd last night was family, kids that probably just watched Raw and SmackDown, whereas there may have been 20 to 25% of the people in there actually watch NXT. Versus, you had Alistair and Gargano come out, you know, the Royal Rumble. They got huge pops. So, because probably the Royal Rumble, people that went to the Royal Rumble, I'd say at least 80 to 85% of the people at the Royal Rumble watch NXT. Maybe not religiously every week, but keep up with it and watch it from time to time. Mikey O, WWE has been there many times before. They should have made a better decision instead of rushing it. And the timing of this is so random, I find. It's not. It was after, like, Elimination Chamber. It's just, I don't know. And it's in the middle of WrestleMania season when, I don't know. The timing for me is just really, really weird, I find. But we're back live here out of commercial break. Aleister Black with the kip up here. Aleister Black looking really good as always. So many tattoos. Oh, wow. Okay. And Andrade just threw him. Basically, Aleister went to jump on the second rope, and then Andrade pushed him out of the ring. So Aleister took a big fall there. Yeah, Aleister Black. So and we're going to get, I guess, Ricochet too tonight. So we have not seen Ricochet yet. We have Aleister Black going one-on-one with Andrade. We have Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano watching this match closely backstage. We have not seen Ricochet yet, which, in my opinion, out of the 4, that's the one I'm most excited about is Ricochet. Then I'd say Gargano, then Black, then Ciampa. That's my 4. Like, if you had to rank those 4 guys, Ciampa, Gargano, Ricochet, and Black, whether it's personal preference, you know, your personal preference, let's say, rate the 4. Rank them 1 through 4. Give me your personal preference. Ciampa, Black, Gargano, and Ricochet. I just gave you my 4. It's Ricochet, Gargano, Black, and Ciampa. That's my personal preference of the 4 based on what I've seen from them.
Black, the one superstar that Vega and Andrade could never get underneath his skin, get into his mind in NXT.
Don't be shy. Andrade now. Oh. Look, hip toss. I wonder if Ricochet can use his Prince Puma gimmick in the WWE. I think they're sticking with Ricochet because wasn't he known as Ricochet in New Japan? Near fall for Andrade. I need to start, like, remembering some of the names of some of these moves because, like, over the years, I've lost track of the names of some of these moves, unless they're, like, finishers or something.
What a competitive matchup we have to kick off Smackdown Live. Shane McMahon making the decision to bring the 4 NXT superstars.
So we got Andrade, who's on the attack now on Aleister. Now he's going to do this, the hammerlock DDT, headlock DDT. That's what it's called, yep. Little snake eyes from Aleister. Black Mass. Ooh! He may have legitimately knocked him out. Black Mass and Aleister Black wins. Turnbuckle talk. Black, Ciampa, Ricochet, Gargano. Okay, that's a nice little list there. Well, your favorite just got a nice win over Andrade. Man, Man, if they show that replay of that black mass, because the thing about that black mass, he has to spin around to do it. So sometimes, hey, look, you may knock a motherfucker out with that black mass. Let's see if they show it here. No, he didn't. It looked better real time than on the replay. But yeah, a nice reaction from the crowd too. Nice little decent reaction. So, Aleister Black defeats Andrade. Definitely wasn't a pay-per-view quality match. So, we did not get that, but that's okay because that's a feud we could see somewhere down the line at a big pay-per-view. As they show Gargano and Ciampa here. Let's see what they got to say. Here we go.
Tommaso and Johnny, after incredibly successful debuts last night on Raw, the momentum continues for Aleister Black and his victory. Now, you guys have set expectations extremely high in your first 24 hours. Do you think you can keep up with the hype?
I understand a lot of people are meeting us for the first time, but we made careers out of defying expectations. I wasn't just handed the NXT title. I earned Goldie. And I love the spotlight. That's where I do my best work.
It's crazy to think that last year we went to war against each other in this very building. And here we are together now on Smackdown Live, where we are going to show the world that this is the future.
Hey, Jamie.
Oh, the bar and DIY here.
NXT superstar to work day.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Gentlemen, no one knows who you are. And more importantly, no one cares. Go back to Raw, go back to NXT. Just stay away from Smackdown Live.
Is that a question?
You think this is a joke?
Boy, we ain't here to make jokes like Johnny said last night on Raw. We're here to take over.
We're not here to set the bar. We're here to break the bar.
Oh, I like that.
I remember that one. Oh, they're funny.
DIY versus the bar tonight. I'm cool with that. Oh, Jefferson Hardy.
Look, man, let's let
Turnbuckle talk almost as good as an RKO can be hit out of nowhere. You're right.
Sound good? No, man.
AJ and Jeff here. And Kofi.
Okay.
Now, guys, I know that we were opponents on Sunday.
Xavier is literally like holding up Big E. I don't know how.
We just wanted to extend a pancake branch just to make sure that we're on the same wavelength out there tonight, guys. What do you say? Yeah, dog. My dog. Come on, Jim. Get you a pancake. Double up now if you want.
Kofi's got like a branch of pancakes.
That's one way to do things.
So the bar's coming out here, and I hope they're facing Ciampa and Gargano. So Carl, you say Black, Ciampa, Ricochet, Gargano. Okay. Brink, I have a feeling, Brink, you would have Black on the top of your list. So we got the bar now set for some tag team action. Thanks to everybody tuning in tonight, whether it's on Periscope, whether it's on Twitch, or whether it's on YouTube. And I apologize if I'm sniffing or if I sound stuffed up. You know, the hot and cold weather going back and forth 3 times in the last 2 weeks is not been good for the allergies. So, well, I guess we're going to get Gargano and Ciampa versus the bar coming up next. All right, cool. I'm cool with that. I'm A-okay with that. So, as we'll go to an actual commercial right now. So yeah, we get some more NXT call-ups here, or if you want to call them call-ups. NXT guys, a couple of NXT champs. The NXT champ and the North American champ going to go up against the bar So far, the NXT guys since yesterday are undefeated. So yeah, Mike, it's very hard to rank those 4 guys. All 4 guys are just tremendous. I ranked mine. Carl ranked his. And I think me and Carl's list are completely different. Like, completely.
Do you really think Evan can accept the Raw on the show?
For me, it's Ricochet and everyone else tied second. So Mikey O's got Ricochet, and he's got 2A, 2B, 2C as Ciampa, Black, and Gargano. Pretty much what you're saying. All right, let me try and fix this camera again here. All right, Carl, go grab me some coffee, man. Come hang out for a little while. If it wasn't so late in the evening, I'd probably give me some coffee too. I say late in the evening. It's late enough. I don't drink coffee in the evenings. Although it wouldn't keep me up. I just the timing's not there for me. Little Caesars, that pizza, man. Ooh, the pizza looks good. $6 pretzel crust. Have I ever tried that? Pretzel crust. I don't know. I think I might have mixed feelings about that. So, thanks to everybody watching tonight. Though we're watching SmackDown, hanging out, talking some wrestling. Of course, Elimination Chamber happened 2 days ago. Monday Night Raw last night. A lot of talk about the NXT call-ups, about the dead crowd. You know, we're gonna have to mail Carl some community medium roast. Oh well, Carl may. Where are you at? I don't know where Carl's. When Carl gets back, we'll have to ask him where he's located out of. Russ said it's awesome. Today, you know, of course, since they're working on the kitchen, we can't make coffee in the kitchen. So Russ grabs the coffee pot today and brings it into to the Gator studio today. So I think if anybody wants coffee, there's a coffee pot in the Gator studio. Oh, he's in Canada? Okay. Wow, that's way up there. That's in the complete opposite direction from where we're at, all the way down here in southwest Louisiana. Canada. Do they have legal weed over there? I think the weed's illegal. Canada would be a cool place to go in the summer. In the winter, I don't know. I feel like that polar vortex just destroyed Canada. Or at least part of it. Because, man, that polar vortex we got about a month ago or whatever, man, that was crazy. How cold it was. As we wait to come back from commercial, we're going to get Sheamus and Cesaro versus Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. When they were interviewing Ciampa and Gargano, there was I heard a big Johnny Wrestling chant from the crowd. So some of you may have heard it if you were listening. But Gargano might be over here. Of course, Ciampa, this is New Orleans. These two had a war in New Orleans at TakeOver last March. So I think like a lot of these fans are very familiar with this NXT because they did have a TakeOver in New Orleans. So keep that in mind. Now, granted, a lot of folks that probably went to that NXT TakeOver were not originally from New Orleans, like probably a lot of people are tonight. Another vaping commercial. Or is it a... If you vape... I don't know what this is. Oh, the truth. WWE, did you know? Fighting with my family as part of the Hart family dynasty. Natalya is the first third-generation female superstar in the world. In the world. Go Natalya. Nice picture of Natalya, too, man. Yeah, they in New Orleans tonight, showing a little Bourbon Street, a little Mardi Gras. Look at that crowd. Some folks in some Saints jerseys. A little scenic New Orleans, boy. You gotta love New Orleans. One of the only cities left in America where there's like you can get away with a lot of shit. And I don't mean like murder or anything. All right, here we go. Johnny Gargano on his way out to a, I guess, somewhat of a reception here. But aren't Ciampa? Did they show the Ninth Ward? No, I don't think they showed the Ninth Ward. And if they did, I wouldn't have recognized it. You could get away with murder too. Well, I'm not gonna try to find out if you can get away with murder in New Orleans. Maybe Ciampa might here. Here comes Tommaso Ciampa now. Of course, Ciampa and Gargano, I believe they're heels right now. So, I mean, they're working against some heels here tonight with the Bar. Trying to straighten out this camera now. All right, here we go. I think we got it now. So you got your NXT champ and your NXT North American champ. I don't know. To me, I mean, I like Tommaso Ciampa, but based on, I don't know, I feel like Ciampa would be, I don't know, I feel like he'd have a hard time getting over with the crowd. Johnny, no, because Johnny, I think, would be easy, but Ciampa, I don't know. There's something about Ciampa, to me. I like Ciampa, don't get me wrong, but, the NXT crowd and the main roster crowd is two different crowds. 60 days, no witness, you out scot-free. Well, I still don't want to spend 60 days in jail. All right, here we go. Ciampa and Sheamus will start this match. I think the Bar is kind of overlooking DIY here. I tell you what, the whiteness of Sheamus and the tan of Ciampa, boy, that is like night and day. Here we go, Ciampa now. Some shots to the face here with his boot.
Undisputed attitude from the NXT champion. And now it's Cesaro who's
yeah, Sheamus, you was talking shit, now what?
between the Bar and Gargano and Ciampa, from the attitude to the way that these teams were once upon a time rivals. Both sides.
Yeah, tagging your boy. Maybe your boy can do something here. All right, Cesaro's tagged in. Oh, he wants Gargano. Oh, Gargano and Cesaro here. Okay, okay. This might be interesting. Here we go, a little Johnny Wrestling chant here.
Now we were talking about the attitude that Tommaso Ciampa possesses an overabundance of. Maybe not as much. Oh, Gargano. And look at the wrestling ability, the skills of Cesaro. Cesaro trying to put on a clinic here.
Yeah, Cesaro now trying to show his dominance. His technical dominance, I guess. All right, there we go.
Gargano's nicknamed Johnny Wrestling. Sure, Johnny's got the in-ring abilities, but he's also in there with one of the best in the world.
A Hurricane Rana from Johnny. Ooh, that's a nice little modified roll-up or something. I don't know what the hell that was, but it was nice.
Welcome to Smackdown Live, Johnny.
And a little European uppercut from Cesaro.
Gargano was always known in NXT for having tremendous mental resolve, resiliency, and I guarantee that's going to be tested here tonight against the Bar. Yeah, it's going to be tested. It might have just been stomped out of his body by Cesaro.
Oof, that European uppercut was nasty.
Uppercut from Cesaro. Thunderous impact.
Tag in from Ciampa as Sheamus goes flying out. Boot to the face to Cesaro from Gargano, and out goes. Oh, here we go. Going to fly. Nope. Ooh, knee to the face to Sheamus from Ciampa, and now Gargano's going to go flying. Suicide dive. Almost didn't knock Sheamus off his feet. Oh. Well, Ciampa tried to fly at Cesaro. Cesaro caught him. A little knee to the back there. So now the Bar. So we go to commercial. The Bar is taking control of the match. So we got Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa on SmackDown, like we had last night, of course, on Monday Night Raw. More smoking commercials. The Truth was it the Real Cost? I don't know. All these like non-smoking vaping ads, like Jesus Christ, like where do y'all make all this money to buy all this advertising? That's what I want to know.
Double cheesy gordita crunch box.
How do you make money from telling people to not do something?
The wrestles travel to swim meets every Saturday. But now, it's Thursday. Good thing they discovered Gain Flames, the only detergent with concentrated Gain, OxyBoost, and Febreze.
Oh, man.
Try new improved Gain.
So apparently we got a match already made for Fastlane. It's the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. The Usos versus the best tag team in the world. So we get that rematch. I don't know how excited I am for that. We need to get into that business. Yeah, like to tell people to not smoking and stuff. I don't know. Seems like some shady shit, but you ever seen that not Smackdown, that South Park episode where with the big fat guy who was telling people not to smoke, but I think he smoked and he was just a big fat fucker that just would eat everything and what was his name? I can't remember. Rob Reiner. It was Rob Reiner on fucking South Park. I think that's who it was. Yeah, for anybody that watches South Park. Did I say Smackdown again? I'm talking about South Park. That episode where they get everybody to stop smoking. Oh no, the funniest part I think with that episode was whenever like they had the rally at the school and those like happy-go-lucky people just came out. Oh, you shouldn't smoke because if you don't smoke, you'll end up just like us. And the four boys were like, we don't want that. Next thing you know, they cut to a scene. They outside just smoking their lungs out behind the school because they didn't want to turn into those folks. Growing up Chrisley. Chrisley's oldest daughter. Like, good God. I think Chrisley is annoying, but his oldest daughter can get it for sure. She kind of gives off that Noelle Foley vibe to me. That might just be me. But yeah, Chrisley's daughter. I don't even know her name. I just know she's hot as fuck. And so is Noelle Foley. And so is Alexa Bliss, who they just showed on a WWE shop promo that they're running right now. WWEshop.com. Tonight only save 25% off titles and 40% off tees. Okay. All right, we're back now. I apologize for the sniffling if I sound congested and all that. It's my allergies. They're terrible. But we got, Cesaro's in control right now of Ciampa. Kind of got him in a headlock, but Ciampa's trying to fight out of it. The crowd's trying to get behind Ciampa. And when Ciampa gets out of it.
Ciampa now getting a painful welcome to the big leagues. Tag. Here comes the Celtic Warrior. Things are about to go from bad to worse for Ciampa.
All right, here comes, yes. Sheamus knocks off Gargano. Knocks Gargano off the apron. Oh. And Ciampa went for the tag, but Gargano was not there. Could this be the first loss for the NXT guys this week? This might be the first loss for the Any Carmella Graves chance? No, not yet. But it's okay because apparently they've done nothing wrong. For those of you who watched our stream yesterday, we did have a little interaction with Carmella. Well, I don't know if I guess you could say I asked her, I said, you too good for Big Cash. She said, I know. We all knew that. And what I wanted to say, I didn't even think to say it. I was like, in all honesty, I did enjoy them when they were in NXT together. Her, Enzo, and Cass, the trio of Carmella, Enzo, and Cass was pretty nice in NXT, I got to say. So I will say that. Should have said that last night, bringing up old shit like a plunger,
All
right, now Cesaro gets tagged in. Here comes Gargano. Gargano is the crowd favorite in this match. Easily. And there goes Cesaro, Hurricane Rana out the ring. And another suicide dive, Johnny? He's just going to grab the rope and fly on the apron now. What's going on? Oh. A lot of moving around. So it's very fast-paced. Now Johnny just flips onto Sheamus. May have hurt himself. Oh. Cesaro was trying to run into Gargano, do something, runs into apron. A little Hurricane Rana to the face, goes to the apron. Does Cesaro there?
Johnny just keeps chopping away at the much larger opponents in Sheamus and Cesaro. Slingshot DDT.
There you go. This might be it. Nope. Yeah, Johnny Gargano, man, is giving him a run for his money. I tell you what.
You gotta wonder at this point if doubt's beginning to creep into the mind of Gargano. This is a tough situation to be in for anybody, let alone on your first night on Smackdown.
Great evasion, roll-up kick, stunning Cesaro. And now it's Gargano again to continue to quicken the
Here we go, another. Oh,
driven to the canvas.
oh here we go.
Gargano escape. Can he lock it in?
Trying to lock in a submission. But, there we go. You got it locked in. Locked in. Tap out Cesaro. I don't think Cesaro's going to tap out. He's going to try and pick him up. Oh, yeah, he's going to easily pick him up. My God. All right, here comes Sheamus. Got tagged in. Cesaro's holding down Gargano now. Might be some kind of oof. And Ciampa breaks it up. Was waiting on that. It's Ciampa, not Ciampa. Okay. Ciampa, like the NXT champ. I got to remember that. Ciampa. Oh, Gargano might be in some trouble here. Well, Sheamus can't put Gargano away. That's got to frustrate Sheamus. I just said that, Corey. Just said that. I could take Corey Graves' job, and he can ride off into the sunset with Carmella.
Tremendous determination from Gargano. I think it's a fair point, Tom. Sheamus and Cesaro may realize.
Oh, now Sheamus is slapping Gargano. Talking shit. He'll probably regret it. Tomato, yeah. Ooh, a little super kick from Johnny Gargano. He's going to... You better pin him. There you go. And kicks out. I think he was supposed to immediately fall on him for the pin there, and he didn't immediately fall. So now they're going to both try to go for the tag. Ciampa is up on the apron. The tag to Cesaro's there, but he's going to get up. A little roll-up now from Johnny. And now Ciampa tags himself in. I don't know if Cesaro's seen it. Ooh, a little roll-up now. He got him. Ciampa rolled up Cesaro and won. So Ciampa over Cesaro there. So Gargano and Ciampa win. The NXT guys are still undefeated. I could tell by the way he pinned him. Because, like, it was weird. It wasn't like your traditional roll-up. But he had him pinned down pretty damn good. And they beat the Revival last night. Beat the Bar tonight.
Ciampa and Gargano putting both the Raw and Smackdown rosters on notice this week because the competition for more opportunities continues.
Samoa Joe now.
Tonight, it is Samoa Joe who teams with the Viper.
Well, they're pushing these dudes hard. Yeah, I know, right? I'm okay with that though. Let them do.
Daniel Bryan, remember.
So now you got Eric Rowan, Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, and Randy Orton all backstage. They're all looking at that hemp belt saying, when we going to spark it up, D-Bry? Daniel Bryan still got marks on his chest from Sunday night. And now they're showing a little Ricochet video package. My favorite of the four. Man, these allergies killing me. I feel like the more I talk, the more it's going to, I guess, loosen up and make me cough. So Ricochet is going one-on-one with Eric Young. All right, so Eric Young is still alive, apparently. Ricochet versus Eric Young tonight. This is so random. But not marked like the Walter Chop. No, not quite like the Walter Chop. The Walter Chop, it'll leave a mark for a while. Where we got Asuka coming out now, the SmackDown Women's Champion, and I did hear that right now Asuka's opponent for WrestleMania rumored to be none other than Lacey Evans. Maybe we see Lacey Evans show up here on SmackDown. She showed up at Elimination Chamber and basically got everybody 5 unscheduled points that had her, but nobody had her. So at least nobody in the AMP crew had her. Maybe somebody out there had her listed as an unscheduled for Elimination Chamber, and they got 5 points because she basically walked out and then walked back in the back. So we got Asuka out right now. It's going to be an interview with Asuka coming up, apparently. So So Asuka's out there. They're going to do some kind of interview with her, apparently. So take this time. Thank everybody that's been watching. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Go like us on Facebook. Whether it be on Periscope, Twitch, follow us all there. We got Periscope fixed now, so now we're broadcasting on 3 platforms. We'll broadcast our podcast. We'll live stream that. That'll probably be on Saturday, usually on Saturday, maybe Sundays, or maybe even Fridays in some instances. So be sure to – actually, it's going to mostly be on Saturdays now that I think about it. Thursdays, Fridays, mostly Saturdays, maybe Thursdays or Fridays on pay-per-view weeks. So be sure to go follow us on Facebook. Donate to the stream, too, if you're feeling generous tonight. The link should be in the descriptions. It's also – the URL it should be right here. Right here. Yeah, right there. So that's going to be compelling TV. She can barely speak English, SMH. Yeah, I know, right? Maybe her English has gotten better, though. You could always hope her English has gotten better. So I guess we're going to see here. Let's see. Got a Snapchat. They lurking tonight, boy. The groupies are reaching out already, man. Might have some post-stream poontang lined up, maybe, huh? How about that? That'd be great. Was it that Rock came out? The Rock came out at WrestleMania 30, cut that promo talking about everybody making WrestleMania babies. Hell yeah. You like that, Mikey O? You like that? You know, she hit me with that, what you doing? You know, I ain't going to tell her I'm online. But not yet, you know. The Nationwide AMP has ring rats. Oh, yeah, man. Hey, this one, hey, I'm not going to lie. This one is it's a ring rat. But you know what? It is what it is, man. When it comes calling, you got to answer the phone. She's at church. She's texting me in the middle of church. Girl. Church must not be too exciting tonight if she's texting me in the middle of church. I don't know who goes to church on a Tuesday, but hey, sometimes people need church, so y'all go to church. I don't need church. Me and church, we had we did our thing together and we went our separate ways, but we still got love for one another. We just don't see eye to eye. The Bellas are back. Oh, look. Anybody watching right now, get ready to see some major titty. Oh, no, this might not be the same promo. No, it's not. No titty. So, false alarm. Oh, yeah, D-Generation X into the Hall of Fame. And somebody posted on a wrestling group talking about DX was one of the most overrated groups of all time. Boy, I was ready to get hot. But me, I hit the ha-ha reaction because, like, that's hilarious. think DX is probably one of the DX is one of the top 5 greatest factions of all time, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I mean, factions of all time. Of course, you got the 4 Horsemen, and you got DX. All time. Oh man, I'm trying to think who else. I'm talking about factions, 3 or more people. I put DX up there. All right, here's Asuka. This is an interview with Asuka.
Formidable superstars in WWE. The longest undefeated streak in WWE.
Why wasn't Kayla wearing
history.
that last night, huh?
The winner of the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match, and now, nearly a year later, Smackdown Women's Champion. But lately, it seems like people are talking a lot more about Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey. Now, with so much swirling around Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Ronda, do you feel lost in the shuffle?
What I feel is ready for new challenge.
She's ready for a new challenge. We understood it. Lacey Evans.
Becky and Charlotte at TLC. I made Becky top out at Royal Rumble.
She did.
I don't want to talk about Becky and Charlotte. I want to know who is ready for Asuka right now.
It's not that bad. It's been worse. Oh, we got Mandy Rose. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we all ready for... You know what I thought was hilarious? They got people here in Lake Charles to interview Sonya Deville for the Lake Charles show, and she did not even wrestle. Mandy Rose went one-on-one with Naomi last night. Sonya Deville nowhere to be seen, but Sonya Deville's here with Mandy Rose.
Oh, poor Asuka. No one is paying attention to you. Well, here's a little advice. Why don't you take some notes from God's greatest creation? The most magnetic, the most irresistible.
Yeah, how you doing,
and the
girl?
Most talked about superstar in WWE.
Becky Lynch.
So if anyone's ready for Asuka, it's me.
All right, well, let's see what you got, girl.
You know, I think it's rather...
She kind of looks like Lacey Evans. I mean, she got the blonde hair. That's about it, but...
ironic that Mandy Rose is getting on Asuka about nobody paying attention to her when Mandy was the one who resorted to deplorable and shameful actions because she wanted people to pay attention to her.
But I literally paid no attention to what you just said. Of course not. Because Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville were incredibly impressive this past Sunday inside the Elimination Chamber. The final team eliminated. You have to respect what they were able to accomplish.
And I will give credit where credit's due.
All right, so we have Mandy Rose and Asuka going one-on-one here.
Guys, again, there's so much emphasis right now on Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey, the Raw Women's Champion.
Turn that down just a little bit. All right, see what we got here. This is the top of the hour right here, so this is interesting. Because normally the top of the hour they'll do, the big segments. This is kind of interesting that they're doing this at the top of the hour. Maybe they do things differently on SmackDown. I know that's what they do on Monday Night Raw. Rose might be next on Graves' radar. He might. Carmella may not like that. Oh, here comes Lacey Evans. Here comes Lacey Evans, baby. You want to talk about being next on somebody's radar? She's next on my radar, oh, Lacey Evans. Well, Sonya Deville's not liking this, so Sonya Deville's going to go confront. And Asuka just quit. They just quit wrestling. They just all paying attention to Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans is trying to get attention. She certainly got mine.
Uh-oh, here we go. Sonya Deville. And then Lacey Evans just turns back around and waving bye to the crowd. Oh, Mandy Rose taking advantage from behind. A little Russian leg sweep for the win. Oh, one count. So that was completely fucking random. Lacey Evans came out, did exactly what she did at Elimination Chamber. The only difference was there was a match going on when she did it.
SmackDown Women's Champion is irate, and every great competitor throughout history knows when to take advantage of opportunities.
Well, Byron, this is the consequence. I mean, Rose, by that tactic, has really ticked off the champion. Yeah, there's a wise strategy. Let's make Asuka.
Well, that made Asuka mad.
One of the most dangerous women in
Oh.
WWE.
Yep, sure not paying off at all, is it, Byron? Oh. Mandy Rose in complete control right now. It was a mind game. Sure, she was opportunistic, but now she's capitalizing.
Yeah, so Mandy Rose tried to take advantage when Lacey Evans came out, attacked her from behind. I mean, it was the middle of the match, though, so, I mean, it is what it is, Asuka. And Asuka wasn't too happy about it now as Mandy Rose is taking advantage of oh, now here comes Asuka throwing Mandy out the ring. Oh, there we go. We're going to go to a commercial.
They were the it couple.
And there's no split screen, so.
They have become the it family.
There's a new queen in town. Who's the prettiest girl in the world? You are. Sorry, Maurice. You are.
Nothing will.
Yeah, Miz is going to have his second BB coming up here. Good for Miz. His dick works. That's good to know, I guess. So, thanks to everybody watching on YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, Twitch, I mean. Well, on Twitter, too, because anybody that's on our Twitter can see our Periscope. Our Periscope should be on our Twitter account. Let me go and try to... I'm actually going to go to Twitter and retweet that on my personal Twitter account. And I meant to do that, but I'm going to do that right now. All right, we're going to yeah, we're going to retweet that. Yeah, all right. See what that does. Maybe some more folks will come in here and hang out, so. But we're hanging out watching Smackdown Live, basically just reacting to it. Right now it's Mandy Rose and Asuka one-on-one. Lacey Evans came out, showed her face, and then left. So she did exactly what she did in Elimination Chamber, except this time it was in the middle of a match. All right. So, Matt Williams, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? Thanks for coming hang out. Be sure to subscribe to us if you haven't done so yet on YouTube or on Periscope or Twitch, wherever you're watching from. But how you doing tonight, man? You watching Smackdown over there? On your end? We're just hanging out watching a little Smackdown. Went to the Smackdown house show last night. So, our next live stream, as far as trying to think, we may have a live stream on March 5th. That's Mardi Gras Day, though, here in Louisiana. But I may get back to my house in time that evening to do a stream. So we'll see. That stream is to be determined. March 4th. Yeah, I am begrudging watching this. What does begrudging mean? I don't know if I've ever heard that word. Maybe I should look it up. I have to look it up. We do have Google nowadays. But I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But hey, at least you're watching, though. You know, and you hanging out in here. That's the most important thing. You know, hanging out with us as we react to it. We've already seen a few NXT call-ups, or I guess you can. I say call-ups. I don't think they're officially called up yet because they still use the NXT name bar for them. So I think they're still officially a part of NXT. They're just here for, I guess, shits and giggles or for show. I don't know. But the NXT guys are still undefeated this week on the main roster on Raw and SmackDown. So, but Matt, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Just come hang out, man. We're gonna start doing this for the go-home shows and the shows after pay-per-views, and maybe some pay-per-views in between there. We're gonna see how that goes. Got a little bit of a cough here. It started off with a sore throat, then it got to become a runny nose, then it was a cough. Now it's a little bit of a cough and a runny nose. So, no sore throat, though. That was annoying. We're back live now as Mandy Rose and Asuka are going at it. Now Asuka has her in some kind of like leg submission. Mandy Rose is about to get to the rope though. Or she's close. Oh, she got it. As Sonya Deville cheers her on from ringside. Now Mandy Rose taking advantage. Mandy Rose is a little shoulder. I don't know. She got like some. It's like some tape on her shoulder. I don't know what they. Cesaro used to wear that stuff on her shoulder. She's wearing, starting to come off. Ooh, Asuka just got back in from a count of 9. Almost didn't get back. She almost didn't get back, man. Oh, yeah, knee to the face outside the ring. We saw that. Showing the replay as we speak. That was, oof. That was a nice knee. You look at Asuka's pants real closely. Like, the purple part of her pants is in, like, basically the shape of a thong. If she wrestled in a thong, oh, man. Them ratings would go up, I promise you. Guaranteed. Turn them up a little bit.
Asuka said she's ready for a new challenge, and the spinning back fist right on point. Oh man, kick right across the face. Asuka to put away Mandy, and
Not quite, not quite.
The Empress has been incited, and Mandy Rose is paying for it.
Oh! Release German suplex there by the Empress. And Asuka with the shining wizard.
Matt, I really hate that they only showed those 4 guys. If they were smart, they would have given us NXT stars like Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole, Matt Riddle, and Keith Lee. Well, that's the thing. I don't think these are official call-ups right now. These are just the top 4 guys they have in NXT right now. And of course, ooh, a knee to the face to Mandy Rose.
Oh no! Don't mess up her face.
Yeah, don't mess up Mandy Rose's face. Is this for the belt? No, it's not for the belt, Mike Yo. But Matt was saying, we would like to see Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole. Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole, those are the other 2 guys. Matt Riddle and Keith Lee, those are still fairly new in NXT, so they're gonna hang out there for a little bit. But these are their top 4 guys. I think I don't know what they're doing. I think they just want to kind of have them fresh in, fans' minds, see how they react, test them out. I don't know what they're doing with them. A roll up now. Mandy Rose just pinned Asuka. Was not for the title though. No title change. Well, there's your, Casey Jones was talking about a push for Mandy Rose. She just got the pinfall victory over Asuka. So we may see Mandy Rose versus Asuka at Fastlane, and then of course Lacey Evans came out in the middle of that match and just kind of interrupted it. And almost cost Asuka the match earlier in the match. But talk is Lacey Evans versus Asuka for WrestleMania right now. So I guess we'll wait and find out how that goes. Faked an injury, man. That's what Rose would look great with a belt. They would look good with the tag. They would look good with the tag belts, I think. Mandy Rose's theme song's like some porno music, though. Asuka still has the greatest cleavage in WWE today. There's Charlotte Flair. Ooh, what is she wearing? My God. Does anybody see what Charlotte's wearing here?
Did you see that?
I see what you're wearing.
Shocking victory by Mandy. But, Charlotte, you've had an eventful several days.
This reporter, or this interviewer, looks like a smaller version of Charlotte Flair with smaller titties.
To Elimination Chamber on Sunday and attacked you and Ronda Rousey with crutches, violating her 60-day suspension. Is Becky Lynch going to haunt you the entire road to WrestleMania? Haunt. That's a good word. Because Becky is a ghost. She's suspended, which means she doesn't exist.
Not as bad as Omega's
And
new
just like
theme.
typical Becky fashion, she showed up where she doesn't belong and made things worse for herself. She re-aggravated her injury. I re-aggravated her injury. She showed up in my ring, and I made her pay for it.
Showing highlights from the Alexandria show
Just like
last
she showed up at
Saturday.
Elimination Chamber. She is the most selfish person that I know. And if she does it again, she's going to be arrested for criminal trespassing, and I'm gonna have her thrown in jail. Whether Becky wants to face it, whether Ronda Rousey wants to face it, whether any of you want to face it, it's a one-on-one at WrestleMania. It's Ronda Rousey versus me, Charlotte Flair. And it's the main event because I'm in it.
Well, there you have it. Here comes The Miz.
Shane. We're good, thanks. I can't thank you enough for putting your trust in me again. We're gonna get those titles back. Let's do it. And I got some breaking news. You got a lot of news lately. I do have a lot of news. Just got off the phone with my dad. He's gonna be ringside at Fastlane.
Mr. Miz?
Breaking news. Mr. Miz is going to be at ringside.
We got work to do.
Breaking news. We got to stop the stream. And we got to stop Smackdown. Mr. Miz will be at ringside at Fastlane. Here comes Ricochet.
Oh, this has been a night of tremendous
We'll see if y'all can
over SmackDown Live. We've already seen
see if y'all can hear the crowd reaction.
Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano of NXT. And here comes the future of Flight.
All right, got a good little reaction.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Paducah, Kentucky. Weighing in at
Paducah, Kentucky.
Ricochet is one of the most unbelievable athletes to ever
I would laugh my fucking ass off if he gets super kicked at that pay-per-view. I would. If Mr. Miz takes a fucking super kick, oh my god. It'd be the best moment of Fastlane.
There is no dream too big. There is no goal unattainable.
Right now we got some Ricochet action about to happen. He's going one-on-one with random as fuck Eric Young, who's been missing. Sanity's just been missing from SmackDown for like a month. Yet they've been resurrected to take on Ricochet.
Now, he's going to have a tough one here tonight. Ricochet faces Eric Young with Dane and Wolf at ringside.
So here we go. So can the NXT guys complete the sweep of Raw and SmackDown? This is the last guy to compete. Here's Ricochet. Of course, you got that six-man tag coming up towards the end of the show. Wow, Sanity's entrance is going to be during this commercial. Well, they're showing the split screen. Damn, Sanity can't catch a fucking break. Even, like, you get an entrance, but, like, you can't hear it. You can barely see it because the fucking commercial's playing over it. They just continue to fuck Sanity. It's crazy. Insane. God, if they really wanted ratings, I would have booked it as him versus Ali. Who versus Ali? Oh, Ricochet versus Ali. Maybe, I guess. Mikey O, you out, man? All right, Mikey O. Mikey O, the other half of the Average Marks, hanging out with us. Thanks for coming to hang out, Mikey O. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be streaming the podcast probably on Saturday at some point. So thanks to Mikey O for hanging out. We're going to ride this one out for another 40 minutes or so till 9 o'clock, of course, 9 o'clock Central Time, which is when SmackDown's over. And we're still in a commercial, and I think they just rang the bell. So this is really weird. This is why ratings go down, I think. Like, I don't know. I don't get this. The match has started. We're still in a commercial. All right, here we go. Now we're back to full screen.
Break. Ricochet versus Eric Young for the first time ever, but
Killian Dane, he's with is he with Sarah Logan and Lucky Dog.
Very, very dangerous competitor in Eric Young.
He's with Sarah Logan, or he's with somebody who's hot as fuck.
I was about to make the point. You've got two even more dangerous or as dangerous competitors outside in Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf, which greatly changes the complexion if you're Ricochet.
Hey, I thought you'd be in a good mood, Corey, since Mandy Rose just upset Asuka.
You have the ability to ruin everything in my life. I pride myself on that.
Ricochet and Eric Young going back and forth here.
On Smackdown Live, not only the four tremendous NXT superstars, Ricochet, Gargano, Ciampa, and Black all in competition, but also tonight we're going to learn who's going to challenge Daniel Bryan for the WWE title at Fastlane 2 weeks from Sunday.
Look at the
Ooh, little kip up there.
From Ricochet.
I like it. I like it.
A man who regularly defies logic and gravity.
Ricochet doing Ricochet things. Doing all that flippy shit. Now he's going to go flip. Faked him out. Faked him out.
Ricochet, a superstar, idolized The Rock, always dreamed as a kid of competing on SmackDown.
His first night ever on SmackDown, Ricochet.
Times had a great deal of success in Japan as well as multiple other locations around the globe, but it's always been for one goal to get here.
Wait a minute.
Well, one of
and Young capitalizes.
What a right hand from
one of the members of Sanity, the other one whose name I do not know.
Listen up to whatever Wolf was saying, but I was
or Wolf, whatever. Distracted Ricochet, and Eric Young took advantage.
Right on the ear of Ricochet.
And this is what we worried about coming into this matchup. Dane and Wolf on the outside, and now it's Young.
Yeah, you got Dane and Wolf on the outside. Could easily cause a distraction or, could obviously interfere in the match. There's a lot going on. One guy could distract the ref. The other guy could do whatever they got to do. Get it done.
People are not only watching what Ricochet can accomplish, but
look at the power, the nastiness of Eric Young.
The chance for Sanity to leave an imprint on everyone's minds about what they're capable of.
Eric Young, a little elbow from the top, near fall.
Young can't put him away. Ricochet so impressive last night, teaming up with the new Intercontinental Champion Finn Balor, taking out Leo.
Yeah, Ricochet and Finn Balor, that's a nice, fun little tag team. I feel like those two maybe have squared off in New Japan at some point.
All of his body weight on Ricochet. Keep Ricochet grounded, because if Ricochet has any space to work with.
Thanks everybody watching us on Twitch, on Periscope, on YouTube. Follow us, subscribe to us, whatever platform you're on. Check us out, averagemarks.com. Check out our podcast. We're on CastBox, iTunes, wherever podcasts pretty much are the major platforms of podcast. Watching SmackDown right now. Right now it's Ricochet and Eric Young one-on-one. Eric Young got Ricochet in the headlock, trying to put him to sleep. Ricochet trying to fight out of it, though. So thanks to everybody who's watching along. Like I said, be sure to go follow us, subscribe to us. Join the chat, too. Join the conversation. We can talk about whatever. It doesn't even have to be about SmackDown. But we are watching it right now, talking about it. So, but the forum is open.
Wolf on the outside. Ricochet needs to be concerned about Sanity on the outside.
And we're working on Periscope tonight, too. So thanks to the folks coming in and out on Periscope. Since we got Periscope working now, I'm sure we're going to start using Periscope, obviously, a lot more often.
Wow. The big-time clothesline from way down in Paducah.
I'm going to try something here just real quick. See if this will work.
Yeah, but Ricochet is still feeling the effects of the attacks from Eric Young to this point.
Ricochet finding a way to at least shake it off for the time
being. And the uppercut.
Like a heat-seeking missile through the skies. Standing shooting star cover.
It nearly put away Eric Young.
Almost, Ricochet, almost. Ricochet's going to win, though.
Ricochet is capable of performing.
Ricochet should win this match.
Almost poetic. Beautiful until the impact.
He's going to let me go live here. Unable to find camera. So I guess I can't stream on Facebook Live while I'm doing OBS on the other three. So We answered that question real quick. We're going to see if we're going to make something happen, but
Oh man, and now it's Young.
Where's Young off to?
the hell was that? Young did like a Shawn Michael no sell to the. Ooh, Young's bleeding.
Now Ricochet able to battle out of the corner.
It looks like he's bleeding. Oh Lord, Young is overselling everything right now.
Incredible impact on the drop kick, but I don't think you're safe even on the outside.
Here we go.
When you're dealing with the one and only Ricochet.
Down goes Alexander Wolf.
All right, we gotta start seeing some kind of crazy stuff from Ricochet.
Futures now. Takes out
There you go. All right, nice little. That was something kind of different. It wasn't like a straight backflip. It was just, I don't know.
Ricochet to the NXT faithful and is rapidly making him a favorite in the WWE universe.
Well, at least now Ricochet can place all his focus on
There we go, Ricochet now going up top. Well, now Eric Young is up. Here we go. The what they call this, a 720 or something?
Precarious position, not somewhere you want to be when you're dealing with Ricochet.
Ricochet's got him in his sights. Perfect opportunity. 630 splash.
630. I thought it was a 720. There you go. Ricochet is your winner after the 630 splash. There you go, Ricochet. The NXT guys pretty much sweep it. We may have one more match before that 6-man tag, but I don't know. It depends. They might do maybe a segment or something. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty nice. There you go.
I don't agree with you much, Saxton, but I'm with you all the way on that one.
There is nothing Ricochet cannot do.
He's pretty much correct. All right, see what Kayla's got to say.
Another impressive victory from the one and only Ricochet. But now, please welcome my guest, The New Day. Now, Kofi, although you did not become WWE Champion on Sunday, you were the story of the men's Elimination Chamber match. Triple H said last night on Raw that you captured the hearts of the world.
Eric Young, the greatest of all time, in your honest opinion?
First off, you got a little too much dip on your chip. Secondly,
Carl, that's an interesting take, I gotta say.
Of 7 days. This happened over the course of 11 years. 11 years Kofi been doing this. 11 years Kofi been grinding. 11 years. Kayla, you know how long 11 years is?
That's longer than Drake So Far Gone has existed.
That's longer than Instagram has existed.
That's longer than Empire's been on air, and we all know they've been doing some crazy things to keep that show interesting.
Oh, Kayla.
Ooh, shot at Jesse Smollett. Whatever that dude's name is.
It's been special, hasn't it? It's been so special. I feel like the entire WWE universe has my back. What was it on Twitter? What was it? Kofi Mania trending on Twitter?
Hashtag Kofi Mania.
Hashtag Kofi Mania. This is wild, Caleb. And if I'm being honest, none of this would have ever been possible if it wasn't for my boys Xavier, my brothers, Big E. Y'all are my brothers, man. You understand that? They were the ones who pushed for me to be the member of the New Day to represent at the Elimination Chamber. Hey, I love you guys, man. I love you guys. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Carl, you include all of his work with all the promotions he has been with, plus being Canadian, maybe a little partial to Eric Young.
Momentum, and we about to keep it going, baby. Oh, Nolans! Don't you dare be sour.
They're actually showing him saying this. It's actually kind of interesting.
5-time champs and feel the power. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Boy, Big, yeah, about to say that Big E's fired up, man.
Concerned about Big E's blood pressure. I've never seen veins bulge like that in a human being's neck.
What the hell are they wearing?
Mania is running wild tonight in New Orleans.
It's Kofi Mania in New Orleans, baby.
You can't say enough about this man's performance inside the Elimination Chamber.
I tell you what, last night at the SmackDown house show, probably one of the most entertaining things about it was the New Day. I am enjoying this Kofi push. I'm enjoying it too. I like Kofi, man. I've always been a big fan of Kofi. But he's always been so good in the New Day that I was like, I always, it's crazy. They always talked about Big E getting that singles push. They always talked about Big E getting that singles push, and now it's turned into Kofi. So, kind of see what you can do with Kofi right now, and you can always push Big E later. Of course, you don't want to lose those guys to, there was some rumors about maybe AEW might be interested in those guys. I don't know. Because they've kind of done it all almost in WWE as far as the New Day goes. As a trio. What's crazy is the New Day, ever since the day they were formed, they've been together. They never split up. It's been a very, very long tenure for the New Day staying together. So that's actually kind of impressive, I find. I find that to be very impressive. As they show some of the clips from Fighting With My Family. At this point, AEW is interested in everyone. Yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know if they're interested in everyone, but anyone who's good. And, I mean, obviously a lot of guys at WWE are so good. They'll probably, of course, Jericho sent out that tweet one time that they claiming they were only interested in maybe 6 or 8 of their guys, and that may or may not be true. I don't know. But, with AEW around now, I think it's going to be a very interesting, I'm not going to call it a war just yet, but it's going to be some interesting, developments in the wrestling world, I think, over the next year. So, looking forward to that. Looking forward to that one, Carl. So, we got Carl in here. I think Matt might still be hanging out with us. So, thanks, guys, for hanging out with us, of course, on this Tuesday night watching SmackDown. Matt, honestly, I don't know, but I wish I could see Zelina in the AJ Lee get-up. I would like to see Zelina Vega in her birthday suit, to be honest. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. Seen her last night at WWE Lake Charles, and man, she's something to look at. I tell you what. She's quite the sight, that Zelina Vega. And she was kind of going up against her man earlier. It was Andrade Cien Almas taking on Aleister Black. I think that was the first match of the night. So, a little conflict of interest for you on SmackDown. But yeah, Matt, would love to see Zelina in the AJ Lee get-up or any kind of get-up. Even her birthday suit, it doesn't matter. I'll watch Zelina Vega do whatever. She looks that good. Aleister is a fucking lucky-ass dude. Yes, you are correct. That is a lucky son of a bitch, I tell you. And I ain't trying to hate on Aleister, but, like, you look at Aleister and then you look at Zelina, and you just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like they go together to me. But, hey, hey, more power to him. More power to that man if he can, pull in something like Zelina Vega. Who's my hero. Well, don't show me that Popeyes right now. That looks good. Popeyes. They in New Orleans, though. And I think Popeyes was originated maybe in or around New Orleans. If I'm not mistaken. Well, thanks to all the guys hanging out with us in the chat tonight, guys. If y'all haven't done so yet, y'all feel free to, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at The Average Marks. Look for us on CastBox, iTunes. We're on a few different podcast platforms. We have our live streams on our Twitches, on our Periscopes. That's Twitches. We have one Twitch. We got one Periscope, YouTube. So many ways you can find us, guys, and we appreciate the support as always. We'll be doing this probably, on the Mondays and Tuesdays before pay-per-views, and then the Mondays and Tuesdays after pay-per-views. With the exception of March 4th, we're probably not going to do it. That's the night before Mardi Gras here in Louisiana, and I will not even be watching Monday Night Raw. I'll be celebrating Mardi Gras. But certainly March 11th and 12th, the 2 nights after Fastlane, I have a feeling those 2 nights, they'll be stream nights. So March 5th may be a stream night too, because that is Mardi Gras Day. and I may get back to my home in time to start a stream. So we'll see. But this will be the last stream, at least the live reaction first. This will be the last live reaction stream until, at the very least, March 5th. So, which is, I think, 2 weeks from now. March 5th. We may or may not do one that night. And if we don't do one that night, we'll be back Monday, March 11th, for sure. Monday, March 11th. So y'all mark that on y'all's calendars. Monday, March 11th at 7 p.m. We'll be back doing a live stream here. But then this Saturday, we're going to be streaming our actual podcast. So y'all definitely want to stay tuned for that. A lot to talk about there as they show scenes from New Orleans. Love me some New Orleans. I was in New Orleans back in December, and I just love New Orleans. New Orleans is great. Oh, Kevin Owens promo here.
Just a few more weeks before my return, so I figured it's time for another update. But to be honest, nothing much has changed. I'm still caught it. Nothing much has changed. I'm still doing pretty much the same thing I've been doing for the last 4 months. I'm still rehabbing. I'm training. I'm enjoying as much time as I can with my family. I'm watching Raw and Smackdown every week. Trying to picture
at least he watches the product.
What the return's going to be like and what I need to do. And truth be told, I've never been more focused. I've never been hungrier. And that's perfect timing. Got my change?
I guess that's Kevin Owens' son.
I gave you a 20. All you got was a popcorn and a soda. But during the time off, I put things in perspective, and I was reminded of why I fight in the first place. And trust me when I say I'm ready to fight again. No change at all. No? Off of the 20.
No?
None.
Kevin Owens just wants his damn change, man. Yeah, Kevin Owens will be back, I think, March 11th. So that'll be our next. We'll stream. Because he came out on February 11th and said, I'll be back in a month. So that's March 11th. Simple math, Or simple, I guess, common sense. That's what I'm thinking, Smackdown Live presented by Fighting With My Family in theaters Friday. Figure we plug it. Jefferson Hardy in the building. Last night at the Smackdown house show, he came out early. He got attacked by Samoa Joe, and they had to go back to the back, and then he came out later, and they fought, and Jeff won. Can't wait till he and Sammy's back. Yeah, I know, me too, Matt. I can't wait till him and Sammy comes back. I feel like they need to go to Raw. I feel like Raw probably needs it more than SmackDown does. And Rollins is hurt right now, so Rollins is going to be good for WrestleMania, though, so that's all that matters. I feel like they just have a wrestler overload right now. And again, all these guys coming in from NXT, and you got all these guys you're not using. Like Eric Young just showed up tonight for the first time, probably I don't know how long. Samoa Joe. One of the best parts about last night was when the New Day came out. They were just dancing to everyone else's theme song because they came out first, so everybody else had to come out after them. It was a 4 or an 8-man tag. It was 4 teams of 2, obviously, and they were just dancing to everyone else's theme as they came out. It was pretty hilarious, I gotta say. SmackDown Live, Charlotte, North Carolina next Tuesday. That is Nature Boy's hometown in Charlotte Flair, so maybe we see the Nature Boy next week. Well, he has his birthday celebration on Monday, right? They're having a birthday celebration for Ric Flair Monday nights in Atlanta, Georgia. Somebody spark up that belt, man. It's going to make the rest of the show real interesting. Oh, I forgot Eric Rowan is just now Rowan. I hate that. They shorten names. Next thing you know, we're going to be calling Daniel Bryan Daniel.
Small-minded skeptics throughout history have oppressed the great minds, the radical thinkers. Thomas Becket, Joan of Arc, Socrates.
What the hell is he talking about, all these philosophers?
They're not superheroes or celebrities, so none of you would know who these people are.
That boy said Socrates.
And all of you, you tried to will this beautiful title off of me by forcing me inside the Elimination Chamber. But guess what? Daniel Bryan survived.
That he did.
And how? How? Because I serve a higher purpose, to enlighten, to educate. Even though none of you want to be educated, that's what I'm here to do. And I am going to educate you once more. Educate you about my opponent at Fastlane. But I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm going to tell you who it's not. My opponent will be none of the men in this match tonight. Because I defeated all of them inside the Elimination Chamber.
So apparently Daniel Bryan will have an opponent at Fastlane, and it's not going to be one of the guys in this match because he beat them all at Fastlane already. So,
Do you really think Evan could
logic.
they're all on the show? Girl.
Ooh, Temptation Island, they're taking their clothes off now. All right. Apparently I need to get on Temptation Island because shit's getting wild. If they would show some titty, like some actual fucking titty, on Temptation Island or something, or them actually fucking, dude, you got a ratings monster right there. Now, first of all, I've said this on past streams. I don't believe that's real. I think all that shit is staged. If that shit were real, like hypothetically, I have a wife and. Yeah, I hypothetically have a wife. I don't have a real one. I take her to Temptation Island. The fuck you think's gonna happen? Come on now, let's be real. Like, you think we're gonna go over there and not fuck other people? The fuck? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. It's Temptation fucking Island, like it's in the goddamn. It's the name of the island. I doubt that's the real name of the island, but. So we're gonna have a 6-man tag coming up here. It's gonna be Kofi Kingston, Jeff Hardy, and AJ Styles taking on Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, and Randy Orton. Thanks everybody watching on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Hope the stream is still working okay. Hope everybody can hear me and see me okay.
Double up your favorite breakfast meats on a buttery croissant with crispy bacon or sizzling sausage. Grab your favorite or grab them all. Get the double croissant sandwich today, only at Burger King.
Let's see here.
To Wonder Park, where if you can imagine it,
The Sky Flinger?
you can ride it. Fly like a bird, bro. Please adhere to the following safety rules. Obey all height restrictions.
Sorry, guys.
Boom, baby. Oh, yeah. Be aware of your surroundings.
I gotta bring this up. Let's see. Oh, that ain't gonna do.
Wonder Park in theaters March 15th. Rated PG.
It's tough to top
All right,
an
let's
original,
see here.
so
Move this
we
to the
added some
side.
sides instead.
It's the cheesy gordita crunch you know and love, now completely new. The $5 double cheese.
So yeah, once again, everybody feel free to subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Twitch, Periscope. We're also on Twitter too. Follow us on Twitter. We need some more Twitter followers. Twitter, I don't know. It's hard to get traction on Twitter.
Low rates, no commissioned agents.
But yeah, we appreciate everybody hanging out. Carl, Matt, Mikey O was here. Also, we had Mikey O was hanging out for a little while. So we thank everybody for hanging out with us as we're getting ready for the main event of Smackdown Live. 6-man tag, Kofi, AJ, and Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe, Randy Orton, and Daniel Bryan. I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to find some tactics to get our numbers up here. Yeah, look, here we go. They're doing I think it's a little promo for the party they're going to have for old Rick on Monday. Yep.
Happy birthday to... It's the 70th birthday.
Oh, it's his 70th birthday. Wow.
Ric Flair on Raw.
Of course, we're lucky he's still here with us, so.
Only on USA.
All right, so Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston. Oh, and Daniel Bryan tags in Samoa Joe. So Samoa Joe and Kofi Kingston will start this match.
All 6 of these competitors competed in the grueling elimination chamber matchup this past Sunday. The difference is they can rely on one another.
A lot of Kofi chants, though.
Byron, I am still so amazed and so impressed with everything that Kofi Kingston has done over the last 2 weeks. The
Ooh, nice little drop kick from Kofi. Off the turnbuckle.
Nearly put away Samoa Joe there.
Kofi Kingston's really recaptured the imagination of the WWE Universe in basically the last 2 weeks. New Day's always been wildly popular, but you almost take for granted how talented Kofi is, and it was a big-time reminder for everybody.
I apologize for the coughing. I got a tight chest with all this back and forth weather we've been having. Cold, hot, cold, hot. I think it's done that 3 times in the last 2 weeks. So, been taking Dayquil all day. Taking NyQuil as soon as this stream ends.
Kofi Kingston could prove to be something of a flash in the pan. Maybe he had a lucky couple of weeks. Maybe tonight's Jeff Hardy's night or Samoa Joe's to really impress the WWE Universe.
Now Jeff Hardy's in the ring, so and Samoa Joe tagging Randy Orton. Samoa Joe just threw Hardy down face first into the mat. So now Orton's going to drag Hardy into the corner to make sure he's not going to make a tag. Working that ankle, that left ankle, or right ankle, and the left ankle. So he's working them both.
Literally all of them. Daniel Bryan was the first man in the ring. He and Samoa Joe, Daniel Bryan outlasted everybody. You may not like his message.
Now Daniel Bryan's going to come in.
He's forcefully enlightening the WWE Universe.
Jeff's trying to get away to make a tag, but
The new Daniel Bryan.
No one's doing that, Corey, but it is simply a fact that Daniel Bryan does not have control.
it's the yes kicks. Even though the yes movement is dead.
Educate the masses. What a kick. Hook to the leg and Hardy hand on the bottom rope breaks it up. You know, you talk about Daniel Bryan educating the masses.
Now Orton's back in, so they're going to keep Jeff in the, or at least on that side of the ring mostly. Jeff's trying to crawl over to maybe get a tag in, but
Yes, when you put Daniel Bryan in the chamber, the new Daniel Bryan, what he did was amazing. It makes him a martyr. Thomas Beckett never fought in the Elimination Chamber.
Look, as good as Daniel Bryan, the new Daniel Bryan is, the new Daniel Bryan's also kind of lost his mind.
How do you figure? How do you figure, Byron? How he's lost his mind? He's opened his eyes. He's changed and altered his worldview. Maybe you should open your mind and your eyes.
all right, Kofi's in now. Here we go.
They're wide open. My eyes are watching Kofi right now tear it up. And in comes Kofi. Lasted over 31 minutes in the Elimination Chamber on Sunday. He pinned Randy Orton in critical fashion to make it one-on-one with him and Bryan.
You know, it's crazy. Kofi, I mean, was over with the crowd before, but, like, I feel like that performance last week really kind of put him to the level I say the level, kind of took him to another level. And that could have been Mustafa Ali. Because he basically took Mustafa Ali's storyline since Mustafa Ali got hurt.
And Kingston has been on fire.
What is Kofi doing? Kofi about to take flight here.
Kingston, and Bryan from behind.
Well, Kofi was going to the top turnbuckle, and then Daniel Bryan threw him off onto the ground. So, ooh, little backdrop on the announce table as we go to a commercial. Another commercial for Temptation Island. Take them shirts off, baby. Oh, they blur it out, man. Them son of a bitches. It's up next, though. Should we stick around do a live stream of Temptation Island? There's going to be no titty. I don't see the point. Oh, man. I'd love to go to Temptation Island just to go and watch everybody else fuck their life up. If it's real. I still don't think it's real, but if it were a real thing, I would definitely just want to go just to watch. That would be great. But WWE, they must have this huge agreement with Cricket Wireless, man. They got Sheamus in their commercial and everything. You can probably get them superstars using Cricket Wireless. They probably all use it for free, maybe. I don't know. Or they get a discount, maybe. I don't know. 4 lines unlimited data for $100 a month.
It's tough to top an original, so we added to the sides instead. It's the cheesy gordita crunch you know and love.
I got Verizon, so I'm good right now. I like my Verizon. Speaking of, let me see what these ring rats talking about. Ooh. They putting out them bathtub snaps now. You know, they show their legs and in the water and all that jazz, and that, my friends, is what we call a thirst trap. Don't fall for it. I think get some new batteries for my light here. My light's not very not very bright. The batteries in it are dying. I might just turn it off. I mean, we got about 7 minutes left of Smackdown Live anyway, so. Some more like non-smoking, commercials they're playing here.
Order any pizza and a 2-liter online or with our mobile app and get the 2-liter free from Little Caesars. Just confirm your final order, enter the promo code FREE2L, pay, then pick up your favorite large pizza.
I would use that free 2-liter thing, but I gave up sodas, with the exception of a Beta Root beer. So, here we go. Anybody watching live, check out the titty you about to see on some Brie Bella. Ooh, look, right there. Ooh, yeah, we go right there. That was the shot. That was the shot. Them titties want to come out and play, I think. All right, we're back live now. Daniel Bryan's all over Kofi right now. Yep. Daniel Bryan still with the marks from the chops on Sunday night, man. I forgot who gave him those chops, but they definitely left a mark. Now Randy Orton he's going to backdrop him on the table again. Kofi Kingston, that's the second time he's gotten a backdrop onto the announcer's table.
Am I the only one astonished that here in New Orleans, of all places, Orton and Bryan are working together perfectly? Hook to the leg here on Kofi and a kick out.
Yeah, that is kind of ironic there, Tom Phillips, being that Orton and Bryan working together in New Orleans, considering they went against each other back at WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans. I think I saw a Goodell clown shirt in the front row. I think I see a sign that says something about Goodell on it, too. You know, New Orleans, they don't like Roger Goodell. Oh, yeah, Goodell, 2 words. Suck it. Yeah, I think I see, I definitely see that, her name's Kaylin Richard. She had told me she was going there, and I definitely see her on TV. I'll have to send her a snap. I see you had some good seats for Smackdown Live tonight, huh? AJ's in the ring now. It's AJ and Daniel. Calf crusher. Randy, or Samoa Joe break it up now. A little twist of fate to this match is about to end here very shortly. Oh, ooh, that was Orton fell on the floor. It's kind of hard. At least Daniel Bryan and AJ in the ring together. All right, couple of pinfalls rolled up. Now Daniel Bryan's got him in the label lock. AJ will get his foot to the rope, so Daniel will have to break it up here. See if I can take a snap. Get a snap. Oh, that's not the snap I wanted. Now they're outside the ring. Oh, it's Daniel and Kofi in the ring now. Oh, here we go. I'm going to try to get this snap here. Oh, they change the camera so often. Oh, that should be it. 1, 2, 3. Trouble in Paradise. Kofi wins. Kofi just pinned Daniel Bryan. So Kofi Kingston just pinned Daniel Bryan. There you have it. All right. Ooh, hey, then they showed a better shot of him. Oh, Shane O'Mac, though. Shane O'Mac.
The Miz and I won't be the only ones competing at Fastlane.
Oh.
Daniel Bryan, you will be defending your WWE Championship
against Kofi. It's got to be Kofi Kingston. You just pinned him.
Kofi Kingston.
There you go.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
So Kofi Kingston.
If
versus Daniel Bryan. Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan at Fastlane. There you have it. All right, guys. Well, that's going to conclude Smackdown, and that's going to conclude this stream. So thanks to Matt, thanks to Carl, thanks to Brink, thanks to Mikey O, thanks to everybody who was hanging out in the chat. We appreciate it. Be sure to come back, join us for our podcast live stream, which will be Saturday sometime. So be sure to stay tuned to our social media for that. With that being said, good night, everybody. We will see you on Saturday.